Hey guys, we're here with Tristen, Dagstani, who'll be competing at the Franklin Showcase November 14th, where his opponent will be Jake Rollo. Can you tell us a little bit about yourself, like your school and some of your accomplishment? And I'm sorry if I messed your last name up.
Nah, dude, you're good. You're good. Well, thank you for having me on here, Will. I really
No
appreciate it.
problem.
I go to Stephen Decatur High School. I'm 17. I like to be goofy, and I love the sport of wrestling.
Okay, that's awesome. So can you tell us what you've been doing to prepare for the showcase? Like where you've been training at?
I've been training with the junior Seahawk team. Been training with the regular Seahawk team as well at Stephen Decatur. My main training partner has been James Prana and Micah Bourne. I think they're two of the greatest wrestlers in Maryland right now.
Yeah.
Um, Other than that, I've been going up to Salisbury, doing some training there with an old friend of mine, and here as well. My dad and I will hit an occasional lift in the garage together.
Okay, that's awesome. So like we said before, your opponent is Jake Rollo. How well do you know him, and have you ever wrestled him before?
I've heard a lot about him, but I don't know the guy at all.
Okay.
Respect to him though, because seems like a good wrestler.
Yeah, definitely. I think this is going to be a good match. So due to COVID, there is going to be limited spectators at the venue. What do you think about having no crowd, and does that affect you?
It doesn't. I don't think it would affect performance, but
Yeah.
I think it would affect me afterward just because I think a big part of wrestling is having the crowd there, getting to show off your accomplishments, getting to show your work that you put when the lights are out on the mat. That's a cool part about it. There's going to be no crowd there, which is a little bit of a disappointment, but when you're wrestling on the mat trying to win against your opponent, you're not concentrating on the crowd.
Yeah, definitely. So have you ever wrestled in an event like this where it's just you out on the mat?
Other than a dual meet with the spotlight on you in your high school gym, no.
Okay, yeah. But would you say you prefer wrestling, say just you on the mat, or like say like a big place like Super 32 or one of those huge tournaments where there's like 24 mats?
I like either or because honestly, I like to see the crowd afterward, but while I'm wrestling, I'm only concentrating myself and my opponent.
Yeah. So like you're saying after the match when you're celebrating or something.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely. But like when it's just you in there, that's gonna be kind of awkward. So
Exactly. Yeah. It's like woo. Oh. Okay.
yeah. Okay. So other than your match at the showcase, are there any matches you're looking forward to watching?
uh, I'm looking forward to seeing my other Decatur teammates wrestle. I've gotten very close with them, so I'm excited to see them tear it up on the mat.
Yeah, definitely. Um, so let's get into a couple questions about yourself. Do you have a favorite wrestler to watch? And why?
This might be kind of stereotypical, like many other middle school wrestlers, but Bo Nickel and Jason Nolf, by far, they're just special. Jason Nolf, they're like wizards on the mat. The dude's finishing single legs behind his back.
Yeah, those guys are crazy. Now, so Bo Nickel, Jason Nolf, both wrestling same way. Who's taking that match?
Who's dang. So I like Bo. He's my
Uh,
favorite wrestler on top, but I think Jason Nolf would take that match.
you think
He's by a little bit. I think it'd be competitive, but
All right. You think Jason Elf takes that in freestyle and folk style, or you think it's different?
I think folk style he might take it, freestyle he might not.
Okay, so you think Bo would take it in freestyle and Nolf would take it in folk style?
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, I agree that I think Bo would take folk style and what's his name would take free. Nolf would take freestyle. Okay. Now, do you have a favorite wrestling move from neutral?
High crotches all day, baby.
Okay, definitely.
Yeah.
So do you have a favorite style of wrestling, like freestyle, folk style, or Greco?
Folk style by far. I've tried wrestling. I like freestyle. I like Greco too. I'm just those ones don't click with me as well. Just folk style is what I've grown up with. So
Yeah, definitely. So if you had to rank them from best to worst, how would you rank those?
folk style at number one, and freestyle barely above Greco.
All right. Um, so now let's get into a personal question. So you lived in Virginia, for a while, but you just moved back to Maryland. Why did you move back to Maryland?
So we've my family has had a little place in Ocean City for a while because I used to grow up here, and I moved here because it doesn't seem like Virginia is going to have a season at all. So I moved here in hopes of keeping my wrestling season.
Yeah, definitely. Um, I'd say that's a really good reason to move. But so you think if what are you junior?
No, sir, I'm a senior.
Oh, okay, okay, never mind. I was gonna say, if say you were a junior, would you move back to Virginia or?
If I were a junior, I probably still would have come here to preserve a season because I
Yeah,
want to take up. You only have 4 years of high school in your life, only 4 years of high school wrestling ever. So I want to keep those while I can. I don't want to lose a year. That's losing a lot as a kid.
yeah, definitely. Um, oh yeah, so do you live in your house in your Ocean City?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Um, Now, so last question. After the showcase, is there anywhere else you'll be competing at?
Ooh, I will be competing at right now. Just journeyman.
Okay. And then I know before the week before you're at NHSCA.
Yes, sir.
Okay, that's awesome. Well, thanks Christian for coming on. And good luck against Jake Rollo. I'll be rooting for you, and hopefully after you win, um we can interview you and ask you some good questions about your match.
Hey, thank you so much. Well, I really appreciate you having me on. I appreciate you being in my corner, and I appreciate all the questions, man.
All right, no problem. Thanks so much.
Thank you, bud.
All right, no